Hi there, Pisces. Welcome. We're here for you. This is going to be your November reading. This is 2023. I want to first say that we're going to be channeling here. And in addition, this is going to be a slower paced read. So I'm just going to be working with the left side of my chakra system during this read. And we're just going to sort of see what spirit wants to come through for you. Okay, Pisces. So, and when I think of the left side of the body, that to me is receptive tendencies. So yeah, let's see here what spirit has to say. But I feel like right off the bat that, you know, there's clear the energy in the sacral and down the sacral and the root. There's so much that is going to need to change here. There's something that has really needed to change for some time, Pisces, is how I hear it. Let's clear the energy in the third eye. So let's see here what it is that your guides want you to focus on. Some of you are really like questioning like where your career is headed to. It's like you're really excited about something, but then you're also, it's like, you know, one of those moments where you're holding yourself back and you know that you're the one holding yourself back. I'm kind of seeing something of that sort of tendency. Okay, so, and I feel like, yeah, you're realizing that it's not a problem necessarily. Like there's always a reason why something has not manifest in 3D. So it's a lovely time to introspect. It's Scorpio season, right? So yeah, let's clear the energy again, throat chakra. Yeah, Pisces, I feel like some of you here, you need to be aware of your environment more, okay? Because and I'm seeing salt, so some of you really want to amp up your protective rituals, okay, and your defenses as well. I see that you want to take a look at how you are kind of just literally operating. Like, are you also okay with how you're carrying your work out? Is it helpful to you as in addition to who you're helping? Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. I see a new beginning on the horizon. That's really significant, but you have to get this environment question down first. It's almost like that foundational Lego block, like you can't surpass until you have understood the matter that you're working with, and you know why it matters, and knowing that you are rooted and so-called, in quotes, feeling grounded in experiencing this new beginning. There's something that I'd like to get a little bit more, and you do have that Ace of Swords as well. Yeah, the Lovers. So you're preparing, Pisces, for a new portal here. But there's something in your environment, and it could be someone who, you know, it's the snake skin, you have to shed it. Like they're not a part of this new plan. So again, going back to that theme of just kind of looking at your landscape that, you know, you're creating on. Do you feel comfortable in that place? For some of you, I'm seeing a whisker or something about your home. I see you wanting to understand your bearings and the terrain, the territory of your psychology with this new beginning is everything, is the new beginning itself. So the Three of Cups, and interesting, yeah. It's something that some of you you've been wanting to like make a change with for a really some time, for a while, but you couldn't make this change is what I'm hearing. It's controversial. There is a point in time for everything, and you kind of knew, Pisces, like, this is not, I'm not here yet. Can I make an instance? Let's say, like, you know, you're getting ready to, well, there are just so many energies. Yeah, let's actually move forward. Rose quartz can be really helpful for you. Okay, so let's get here. You did Lovers as well, so interesting. Let's see. Return to center. Some of you, yeah, this is about your assets. I'm hearing where you're also inviting people into your life, you know, in what capacity. Some of you have just been giving too much of yourself. Okay. This is tough. You know, there's something lingering, Pisces. This is residual energy. The example would be someone has passed, but we're still holding on to, like, literally them. It's not the way that you will invigorate your consciousness around this new path. It's hard, but there's a step that you got to take. With the Devil and the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups, you need to, I almost see, like, purge, like melt down something that, you know, you can appreciate from a different vantage point today. Like, it doesn't always have to be the same that it's been for you in terms of meaning, the meaning that you give it. Some of you, there's something that's lingering in your energy field, Pisces. It's definitely, it's out of alignment, though. That's how I hear it. Yeah, definitely, like, some of you want to definitely cleanse your energy space. Judgment, the Hangman, Four of Pentacles. I would actually first like to get a long-term... Let's clear it down the right side of the body. Just got a notification. I don't know what that is, but... Didn't see it, but kind of saw it. So, okay. Yeah, keep going, Pisces. Keep doing what you're doing. This clearing, in a macro sense, you're being encouraged to keep going. Some of you are on a very tough path, a very tough journey. Like, you are carving out the meaning that you have in this space. Make it easy on yourself. Clear, simplify, detach, strip down, get to the nucleus of what's no and what's yes to you. The Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Empress. Like, you are coming into union. Many of you, you're changing so much about your experience to be able to actually host this type of energy in your life, to accommodate it. Like, you are going to invite a new beginning in here. I feel this is related to matters of a partnership and love that you've been really dreaming about, Pisces. But there are these contracts here, these soul contracts with the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, coming into this Empress energy and the Two of Cups in about 3 months, 4 months time. Your ancestors are here for you to make these changes, but you have to make them, Pisces. Can we get a little bit as to what that is? Love. So some of you, you understand that love is in a different domain of your life, the way you know it personally for yourself than others do. There are people around you who don't accept your idea of love, and it's time to release why that is even, you know, in your energy force field. Gone are the days, right, where we have to agree. That this was in our recent Astro Chat, which was very intense and very much about transmutation. You know, people who you feel the need to explain yourself to, do they really deserve a place in our world? This is not a debate, you know, this is manifestation, possibly. I mean, we don't have to define it. There's so much around this new beginning that is sacred, and I feel people here are in your energy who are pulling on your energy, and that's up, right? Like, you don't owe your explanations to anyone. You don't owe people who you are. Like, you incubating in this experience is everything, and it's why it's happening. And I feel people are drawing you. They keep, you know, it's almost like, you know, causing chaos for you. So can you sit in this energy? It's really about being able to own this portal with the Empress and the Two of Cups and just focus on it, honestly. You're meeting a Scorpio, Pisces. This is a new person, I feel. This is someone who, you know, if anything, it's going to feel like a real beginning. Like, it's not, it's a big deal, this. You know, if you've been push-pull, you know, break up with someone, I don't see that this is just another round. I see this as someone who you start over with and again with and all over with, and that is either past life or this lifetime. And I feel like there's so much dreamy energy here for you, Pisces, really, truly. You know, it's kind of like appreciating like an aspect of this future that you can see right now, but understanding that you don't see all of it, and that includes what leads to it, the journey, but being able to be available to experience and to be open to what the journey can be is much of your mindset. And where people are speaking for you, wanting to talk about what that is for you, that's just inappropriate. Like, return to center of the rest of the body. There's a lot of like these strange sort of nuances, I feel, where you're feeling obligated. Well, you're let's clear it. It's very controversial. Like, some of you, your industry, it's like you're doing interviews for some of you. Like, this is not helping. It's not an asset to you, actually. Like, some of you, someone even wants to talk to you about your theory here, and supposedly they want to give you publicity, but you know, we're not here for socially acceptable. We're here for real changes that are made for the benefit truly of society, which is not something that will be a unanimous decision. Like, you know, your genius has to be authentic. It has to be honest, and it has to be owned by you to be truly your genius. Like, and sometimes you're going to lose some people along the way, you know, when you are understanding and figuring out what that needs to be for you. And you know, what that has been always, you know, so much of us creating is backpedaling. So much of us creating and moving into the so-called proverbial future is actually stripping down and recalling. It's not really creating. So you have to sort of admit yourself into that, well, self-love territory again, like where you are just like, I don't have to, you know, I deserve that. I deserve to just sit in stillness of becoming who I am. Like, I can just sit in stillness of being my own message to me. And so much of this for some of you is silencing white noise, matrix paradigm talk, and white noise. You know, this is really about, for some of you, your habits, okay, your impulses, where you feel strained in society. Like, could be on social media. Some of you really maybe need to take a break with that. And, you know, it's like, I'm not going to judge it. Like, I see you telling, you know, it's really, let's clear down the lower back and the sacral root. Yeah, you're really undoing, unraveling. And that is the essence of Scorpio season, right? We say we have to release so that we can then take on a new experience with that same potential that we once created with at a certain point perceptively. Your power is perception. There's something here that, you know, you're going to, I see, release. But it's about how you accept that that's where you want to be at. Your crown chakra here is really on fire, Pisces, during the season. It's not a huge surprise because, right, water season, fellow water signs will definitely bring you that sort of feeling of home and recounting your steps and really reconnecting with your essence. Many of you here, you're going to feel that you understand yourself better, so that's great. But there's something with the key in the heart that, you know, you feel like, interestingly, really close to manifesting, so-called manifesting. You know, that's a weird word again, because you're not manifesting, you're just kind of, you're simplifying your reality, and deducing what you decide you experience. And so it's not really like outside of you, what you will then feel when you unite with that experience that you want to have, the sense of connection to this life in a way that is really real to you, because that's true happiness, right? Feeling that you're where you are truly already at, and that's a sense of peace. But the heart and the key, some of you, you know, you feel, again, let's go back to it, ironically very close to manifesting, in quotes, experiencing this blissfulness. And then on the other side of that coin, there is the sense that you are holding yourself so far from this type of experience that you want to have. Some of you here, it's about letting true love in. You know, someone here is sitting on the periphery. They are wanting to come in. This person could be a Scorpio, Virgo, Aries. I'm hearing they love you. You have to allow this person to, though, right? Like, that's true love. It's not, let me love you. It's not a demand. It's an access point. It's a reflection, in other words, right? Access being where we give permission to ourselves to be loved, where we give permission to someone to love us in that way, frequentially speaking. That's why we cannot force, right? This is, release it. Let's clear it down the right side of the body, in the throat chakra, in the heart chakra, down the back side of the heart chakra, and the throat chakra. It's in the third eye, wow, in the throat chakra. Yeah, I see some dark energy here, Pisces. Like, this is where, release it to the right side of the body. This is where you also officially let go of, let's say, exes. Great time to do that subconscious digging. Where am I still holding on, right? And not fully jumping ship to the shifts I want to make. Am I going to throw my excess stuff away? So this is about where you either click or you don't with yourself yet on this decision. So that's why it's like, you know, you experience, it's amazing the things that change in your life when you just have a mental awakening. Yeah, there's something from your past that you're still holding on. Oh yeah, I mean, here this person comes. It could have been a Capricorn that you're dealing with. You know, it's like I see some trauma here, Pisces, with the Three of Swords and the Devil and the Five of Cups that, you know, it still, unfortunately, it has a place in your mind right now. Not your reality, but your mind, right? And the mind is powerful, not because it is, but because it directs where we perceive of our power. The mind is relevant, but it's not your power itself. And so that's where you can really remind yourself here, I feel, during this month, for the better. This is where it will help you to remind yourself that it's in your hands to recognize that you may have a tendency towards harboring energy related to people from your past. It could be past life. You know, it's so much about forgiveness and release, not in that way of, I forgive this person, even though they were really shitty to me. It's not about the lineage of that knowingness of, you know, where they have not accomplished what you did in that karmic contract. You can't do people's karma for them, right? You can't be the better person on behalf of that person. You can't be who you want to be and them at the same time. You have to give yourself energetically to your own decisions in life and your own story. But it's about remembering and recalling that you don't plan who you meet, and there's always going to be a reason why you do cross paths with someone in your story, and they're meant to further align you with your higher self, right? It's never going to be that someone's just here to just throw, I mean, that all are one, as above, so below. Every experience that is challenging, especially, is here to teach you to forgive where you have allowed someone to be so important to how you manifest with your love of self. That's really what your journey is here. I see that is hitting a plateau in the next few months with the Two of Cups and the Empress you're about to live your dream, Pisces. This really is coming from a place of forging, purging, release. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, Pisces.